Good morning. Welcome to our next lesson in polynomial. Just we will see the factor theorem. In this chapter, we will see factor theorem, remainder theorem, and factorization using remainder theorem. So, if Px is represented a polynomial of degree n or greater than or equal to 1, and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of polynomial x, and if PA is equal to 0, polynomial A is equal to 0, then x minus A is a factor. So we try to put the condition in the remainder theorem where x equal to x minus A is a factor and remainder is equal to 0, then x minus A is a factor. So if a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1, and so actually you take it as poly A, that be easy to, and A is any real number, then x minus A is a factor of Px, and the remainder is equal to 0. So this is an extension of the remainder theorem. See, we will see what is the remainder theorem. Proof by, so any polynomial x we can represent as x minus a multiplied by some quotient and something remaining, r is remaining. So what is the value of r? So r will be less than x minus a. So by remainder theorem we have seen what is the remainder is p of a or polynomial a. So we can write the same equation like x minus a multiplied by quotient, some quotient, whatever it be, plus remainder. So now we'll see what different conditions, what happens when PA is equal to 0. What is that PA? It's a polynomial when you apply the value of A. When it is remainder is 0, when remainder becomes 0, then x minus A is a factor. So we are getting a clear quotient without any remainder. So the other way, if x minus a is a factor of polynomial x, then what happens? Px is equal to x minus a into qx. So what is Pa? Pa is equal to polynomial a. Remainder is equal to, now x assumes the value of a minus a into quotient x. A minus a becomes 0, the equation becomes 0. Therefore, remainder is equal to 0. So if Pa is equal to 0, polynomial A, then x minus phi is a factor. If x minus phi is a factor, remainder is equal to 0. So we will just try some polynomials. We'll try to factorize some polynomials. First factorize 6x square plus 78x plus 5. So we will try to solve it by splitting the middle term, and then we'll check by using factor theorem actually. So what happens here, so we can take a 6x plus 12x plus 5x plus 5. Now this we can write as 6x into x plus 2 plus 5 multiplied by x plus 1. So this is not exactly happening. So see, when if you want to factorize 5, that next term should be 5 or 10. If you take 10x, this is becomes 7x. That is also 7x. We will not match with this 6x square. So we will try with 6x square. Sorry, this is 6x square plus 2x. We will try 2x plus 15x plus 5. Where last digit is 5, the previous x can be either 5x or 10x or 15x. So this we will try to solve it. So we'll take 2x is common, 2x multiplied by 3x plus 1 plus 5 is common, 5 multiplied by 3x plus 1. So this is equal to 2x plus 5 multiplied by 3x plus 1. So what are the factors? If the equation is become 0, then factors are so either 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or 3x plus 1 equal to 0. So what is the value of x? X will become minus 5 by 2 or x equal to minus 1 by 3. So we will try to apply the factor theorem now and check. So what happens? F of minus 5 by 2. So what is f of minus by 2? 6 multiplied by minus 5 by 2 the whole square plus 17 multiplied by minus 5 by 2 plus 5. So this is equal to, so minus 5 by 2, this become plus when you are squaring it. So 6 multiplied by so this become 6 multiplied by 25 divided by 4 plus next is, so this become minus is 85 divided by 2 plus 5. You take a common factor 4, 6 multiplied by 25 will become 150 minus 170 plus 20. Now this is equal to 0. So f of minus 5 by 2 is equal to 0. Similarly, we will try f of, so we will now try what is f of minus 1 by 3. Similarly, 6 multiplied by minus 1 by 3 whole square my plus 17 multiplied by minus 1 by 3 plus 5. So this we can write it as, so we'll put that So equal to 6 divided by 9 minus 17 divided by 3 plus 5. Is it correct? So if we take a common denominator 9, first factor is 6, second factor is 3 times 3 times 17, it is 51, 5 is, this become 45. 9 5s are 45, this is equal to 0. So what we have found now? Now f of minus 5 by 2 is equal to 0. F of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Then x minus a is a factor. X minus of minus 5 by 2, x 5 by 2 is a factor. Another factor is x plus 1 by 3. So these two are factors. So we have factorized to this form finally. So next problem. Py is equal to y square minus 5y plus 6. So we can split this equation as this is very easy. Y minus 3 multiplied by y minus 2. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 will become plus 6. Minus 3y here minus 2y. So we'll get minus 5y. So we'll apply the formula. What is f of 3? F of 3 is 3 square minus 5 multiplied by 3 plus 6 equal to, this is 9 minus 15 plus 6 equal to 0. We'll try f of 2. 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 equal to 4 minus 10 plus 6 equal to 0. So we can do this. So how you factorize by using factor theorem? So we take the clue from the last digit. Last digit is, the constant is 6. So this you can write as 1 multiplied by 6 or 2 multiplied by 3, or it can be minus also, plus or minus. So we have to try with f of 1, f of minus 1, because there is a minus here, minus 5y. So we will try first, we can try with f of 1. If that is f of 1 you apply, what happens, you just see. We can just roughly work out y square become 1, 1 plus 6 is 7, plus is 7, minus is minus y, it is not equal to 0. So next we have to try, like 1 is not working, 6 probably will not work. Well, we'll try with plus 2. Because why we are trying with plus 2? Because there is a 1 plus factor or minus factor. So we will try first with plus 2. If that is not working, next we have to try with minus 2. So we know if it works with the 2, it should work with 2 or 3 also. Either plus or minus. That we have to judge by seeing the coefficients of these terms of the polynomial. If here one plus or minus is there, we can try with plus 1. That will work. So we'll try the next problem. Using, so now the same problem comes to you. So the 120 row, you can we have to take the clue for the last digit. It can be so. So next, let's factorize. X cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. So the last constant can be 1 multiplied by 120, 2 multiplied by 60, or 3 multiplied by 40. So many possibilities. So we have to take other clues also. See, you got one plus term, 142 or minus term. So first we will try with 1. So we have got 3 terms, something like 10, it can be 12, it can be 20. So we have to try 2, 3 possibilities. Because of this 1 plus minus, we will try only positive things. F of 1 we will try. F of 1 is 1 cube minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. So if you see the 2 minus term, 2 plus term, if you add, it is becoming 0. So f of 1 is a factor. F of 1 means x minus 1 is a factor. So we have to find the other factors. So if we find the one factor, we can divide the main polynomial and find out what is the remainder. So there are several methods of division. We will adopt a simple division. I hope this will be useful to also. X cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. We will just divide it by x minus 1. First term you will try to manage. First term is what is that? We multiply by x square into x will become x cube, then minus x square. Now we have to minus from main polynomial this term. So this x cube will cancel. Minus 23 minus 1 minus become plus. It will become minus 22 x square. Sorry, this is x square. So remaining terms will remain as it is 142x minus 120. Next term, we have to put minus 22x. Then this term will get minus 22x square minus or minus. This will become plus 22x. So we are going to deduct. So this will get cancelled. 142x minus 22x. Then we get minus the whole thing. We take like that. That is easy, Here put some minus of the whole thing. So this will become 120x minus 120, Next is 120. This last factor is minus 120. Then we get 120x plus 1. Sorry, it's minus. This is plus 120. Sorry, here it's plus 120. Then we get this is minus. 120 into x is plus. So this will become 0. So now this is the quotient. So here is easy to judge, 10 multiplied by 12, 10 12s are 120, 10 plus 12 is 22. So this is equal to x minus 12 multiplied by x minus 10. So these two are the other factors. This is the first factor. This is second. This is third. We can now put the entire answer as x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 12 multiplied by x minus 10. Now we have to check whether we are using factor theorem. Simply now you try with f of 10. F of 10 will become 10 cube minus 23x squared 2300 plus 142 multiplied by 10 minus 120. We just add it and see these two are minus, so this is 2420 plus this 220 minus is equal to 0. So what is f of 12? 12 cube, 12 multiplied by 112 cube minus 23 multiplied by x square 12 square plus 142 multiplied by x over 12 minus 120. So instead of actually multiplying, you try these 1, 2, these two terms are plus 0. What is plus? So you take 12 is common. 12 multiplied by, this is 140, 12 multiplied by 12 square, Here 12 multiplied by 142 plus 142. What about this case minus 12 multiplied by 12 into 23. What is 12 multiplied by 23? You can multiply and put it. 3 12s are 36. 3 2 12 24 plus 3 27. And here, what is the other? This another minus term is 120. Minus 12 into, we can take it as 10. So 286 here or 286. So is equal to C. You can use some other actual multiplying also, you will get the same result. So what is the result? So x minus, so answer is x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 12 multiplied by x minus 10. So the next problem will move. Determine whether x plus 1 is a factor of these things. If x minus 1 is a factor, so what is f of function of minus 1 is equal to first minus 1 to the power 4 plus minus 1 to the power 3 plus minus 1 to the power 2 minus 1 plus 1. So it's equal to minus 1 to the power is plus 1. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1. Again minus 1 plus 1. Again. So there are 3 plus and 2 minus. So it's equal to 1. It is not 0. So f of minus x plus 1 is not a factor. So x plus 1 is not a factor. So we will try the next problem. So what happens is f of 1 for this. So it is f of minus 1. We are dividing by x plus 1. So the f of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 to the cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2. Put the bracket, multiplied by minus 1 plus root 2. So the first factor is minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1. Here minus is there, so become minus 1. No, here our minus is there, here minus 1 will become plus. So we get plus 2 plus root 2. Here plus root 2. So these three terms will cancel. The last two equal to 2 root 2. So it's not equal to 0. So here also will say it's not equal to 0. So therefore it's not a factor. F of minus 1 is not a factor, or x plus 1 is not a factor. So we will try to factorize using this fact. So we can use any method, Here we will try with using factor theorem. Maybe a little difficult sometimes, but we will try. The last term is minus 5. So but that gives a clue. Minus 5 is equal to, it can be, plus or minus. One is plus, another is minus. 1 multiplied by 5, or we can say minus 1 multiplied by 5, or 5 multiplied by minus 5 multiplied by 1. So there's only possibility. When 5 comes 0, we can again multiply it by 1. So the other possibility is, so if we try 3 digits, this has to multiply by 1. This also multiplied by 1. So what will be a factor? Then we can find out the other things. First we will try with, so we know 1 is in both the probabilities, plus 1 is there. So f of minus 1, we will try to find out what is the one. Minus 1 cube minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 square minus 9 multiplied by minus 1 minus 5. This is equal to minus 1 cube is minus 1. 3 minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 square is plus 1. This minus is there. So become minus 3 minus 9 multiplied by minus 1 become plus 9 minus 5. So this is equal to 0. One factor we have found. So what we do? So we will do the division method, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So we divide by x plus 1. So we put first factor is x square multiplied by x cube minus, it is plus x square. So the entire thing is minus, that you remember. This will become 0. 3 minus 3x squared minus x squared become minus 4x square minus 9x minus 5. Next, here we have to put multiply by 4x to get minus 4x square. So we get minus 4x square minus 4x. So the entire thing is minus, that you remember. This will get cancelled. Minus 9x will become plus. We get minus 5x minus 5. So our last factor we get is minus 5. So we get minus 5x minus 5. So entire thing is minus, it will become 0. So this is the quotient. This is easy to do. Minus, so this we can write as x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 1. So we'll confirm it by now. What is f of 5? You try. F of 5 is equal to, this is our guess, f of 5, 5 cube minus 3 multiplied by 5 square minus 10 multiplied by 5 minus 5. So 5 cube is 125. 5 squared is 25 multiplied by 3 minus 75. 9 multiplied by 5 is minus 45 minus 5. 40 by 50, 125. So is equal to 0. Similarly, we will try with f of. So here f of minus 1 we have already tried. Again that is a factor. F of minus 1 is a factor. So the answer is simple. So the first, these three set, they are all factors. So what is the answer? So the first factor is x plus 1. Next factor is x minus 5. Next factor is x plus 1. So, so we have found out the factors, three factors of this equation. A simple evaluation problem is given. Next is just, we can write the same as, how you write. So we write as 100 plus 5 multiplied by 100 plus 6. So it is just like a plus b to a plus c. First factor is 10,000, 100 into 100. Here 5 into 100, this is 6 into 100, this is 1100. So we write over this is 6 multiplied by 30. So we write as 11, 130. This we can put again as this we can also put as 500 plus 600. So in this chapter now we have seen many uses of this remainder theorem and factor theorem. Factor theorem is simply an application of remainder theorem. When remainder is equal to 0, you get the factors. That we have to remember. So to multiply, to solve the problems, factors of cubical or more power, first we have to try to identify the one, and we have to divide the polynomial. And when the factor is, first term is found, we can find out the other factors easily. So to know what can be the factors that we have to make, not guess, some sort of calculation, whether it can be 1 into 20 to multiply by 60 like this, we have tried in this problem. It can be plus or minus. That we have to judge which one to try first. Is a probability. This probability we can call it. So we have to identify which factors we have to try first so that we can get the answer. Suppose if this f of 1 is not a factor, then we can try with other f of 2. So this will give us a clue to find out which factor is near our answer. This we have to remember. So in factorization, the last factor, the constant gives the now gives us the clue. And also we have to see the polynomial, whether it is plus or minus, whether it contains all plus term means the factorization can be a minus factor, that we can easily find. Now, thank you for listening patiently. Please try to repeat the problems again to know whether you have understood the problem. If you have got anything to convey, please mail us.